Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. play fake here on first down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Come on.
They run. This is Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Sorry about that, Skadoodle. It went into like automatic hurry up. I don't know why.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, all right, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Let's go.
On second down, Trubisky. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Blue, blue.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Get reset, hey, easy. Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
All right, let's go, come on.
They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Trubisky to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. The 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. Dances by him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. He's got a man, complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right. Away, we knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught at the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Trubisky to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rodgers now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 180. Move.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Trubisky. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dumps it off to Gurley. Able to fight through one tackle. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now it's Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game. including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like the 2-minute warning. Rodgers again now. And that's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are back within a score. And the lead is down to 2. Crosby on now to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. A give to Howard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They run. It's Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds.
That.
Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bears, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.